It might be something as little as, you know, he wants to be well organized for next week. He's just messy. He's not well organized. But he does really well in school, and I don't know how he does it, but he does it, and that's a little goal of his. Anyway, and then at the end of our family council, we always ask them, and we have it on their mirror, how are you going to make a difference today? And today they got in the car, and it's just, I can appreciate what Mr. Foreman said about when he would have family dinners and he would say, you know, I would ask questions to my children and they're like, yeah, good, fine, things like that. I thought I have got to find something. So when I heard him say that, I thought, oh gosh, I'm so relieved that I'm on the right track. I'm right there. And so I would ask him, what did you do to make a difference today? So today, my son says, well, today was mentoring class, and I told my teacher I really appreciated her class and I enjoyed it. And when I was picking him up from school, the little girl of the mom who was standing beside me, he was talking to her, and I heard him say, your mom had a really cool class today. Tell her thank you. I really enjoyed that class. Hopefully he made a difference. That was in his mind, that's how he made a difference. I don't know other examples. They have been quite interesting, but anyway, I've already embarrassed my kids enough, so I better stop. So those are the few things that we do in our home to apply the 9 core values. And one more that I do like to share is I used to catch myself saying all the time, I have to go to the school today. I have to go to a meeting today. And I changed that, and I thought to myself, I'm going to say to my kids, I get to go to school today. I get to go to your school today. I get to volunteer. I get to participate. I get to try to make things a little bit better. I get to. Not I have to. I get that privilege to be able to go and serve with your teachers and your peers and in your classroom. If many of you have ever received an email from Karen Hansen, our PSO president, she has this quote at the end of her emails, and it says, if you inspire others to dream more, to learn more, to do more, and become more, you're a leader. That's what I think each of us want for our children, and that's what each of us strive to do every day. And in doing so, she has inspired me and my children, and this school has inspired me to do more, become more, dream more, learn more, stretch out of my comfort zone, and be a good example to my children. So those are some of the ways that we try to apply the 9 core values in our home and hopefully help our children to be better students of John Adams Academy. And last but not least, I would like to introduce our PSO president, who is phenomenal. She is a mentor in a lot of ways to me. She inspires me. She's dedicated. She is in love with John Adams Academy as well. So I'd like to turn the time over to Karen.
Hello. Like Nicholas, I would love to just be able to talk and memorize what I have to say, but I'm not there yet. But that's the life thing. That's my life goal, to just be able to say it. So we live at a time where values are not readily a part of our society. They used to be heavily, but not now. And as a parent, the responsibility falls on my husband and me to teach them to our children. My family is active in our church, so we have a little help. And prior to John Adams Academy, we decided to homeschool so we wouldn't send our children away for most of the day to an environment that would undo what we were trying so hard to instill in our children. After 7 years of homeschooling, some with an online charter, more as a private school with a private school affidavit, where I had to choose curriculum, create lesson plans, and give instruction, it was becoming too much of a challenge for me to educate my children alone. And then John Adams came into our life. So what a blessing John Adams Academy is to my life, and as well as my family's. Because of these 9 values taught daily within the classrooms of this school, referred to in every action taken. So every decision in this school, they think about the 9 core values. It's not just something that's taught to our children, it's something that every decision is based on. My husband and I are not alone in raising our children with values while they receive an education. In fact, because of the core values, my children are now being taught values throughout their entire day. What a great defense against the negatives of our society that come from every direction with one goal in mind, to destroy the innocence of our children. These 9 core values don't just instill values in my children during school hours. They help my family and our home. Discipline in our home has taken on a whole new dynamic. Before, we used timeouts and quiet times in rooms. You know, the methods used by desperate parents who try to have orderly homes with well-behaved children. Now when I ask, what core value do you need to work on? They stop to really think. And I was shocked and pleased by the reaction and outcome the first time I did this. It's given us an opportunity to discuss on how to be better and how to make better choices. I absolutely adore the value public and private virtue. Can you imagine if every person exhibited this? Everybody. I mean, really stop to think. We wouldn't have a need for law. Or law enforcement, locked security systems. With this one value, the world in which we live would be entirely different. My children reached adulthood, and I was only able to instill public and private virtue into the moral fabric of their character. I would consider my child rearing successful. With the 9 core values at John Adams Academy, I actually have a chance of achieving a success. And to all those who are here tonight and have and will take a part in my children's education, I can never thank you enough. Thank you.
At this time, if anybody would like to share some things that they're doing, either in their home, in their classroom, or things that have actually impacted their family positive, and would like to share it, we would like to welcome you.